Hello everybody, welcome back to Shay's Hobby Doc Bay. I have another idea of something I want to do. I've had this idea for years, even way back when we lived in Mississippi before, out on Bowie, before we moved to Tennessee, before I knew anything about YouTube. So, y'all all know, I'm cleaning my glasses if you're wondering. Y'all all know that I have mentioned before about my games, my board games that I have collected all through the years. As a teenager, a kid and a teenager at home, I was a game fanatic, a board game fanatic. And so I got all kind of games for birthdays and Christmases, and just because I would want to. And I kept them all, because I did give some away to a cousin, but I have kept most of them and still have most of them. And most of them is still packed up out there in the trailer, and I hope they're still good and have all the parts and are not tore up or not like nasty or moldy or mildewy or whatever, Oh my Lord, that's gonna break my heart if that's happened, And they've not. 2009 is the year we moved from Mississippi then to Tennessee. And we was in Tennessee, I think, about 6 years. Then we moved to Lacombe, Louisiana. I think that was 2014. And then I think we moved here in this house 2000, I keep wanting to say 2016, but it might have been 2017 that we actually moved in here. So however many years that's been, that's how long my games have stayed packed up. And I hate it, and I want to get them out. I am dying for the day to come when my daughter's house is finished that they're working on, that she bought. And she can move out and get moved into it, and I have her bedroom that I can fix up for my craft room. I want to unpack, get everything out of that trailer and unpack everything and bring it in and be able to see it and have it again and use it, Now, that's what's packed up there, but I have still, every Christmas, it's a tradition, my husband gets me a game. So I still have games. I have some here. I think Elizabeth has took some to Katie's that she borrowed, because she would go over there and they get together and play games. But back then, when I lived there and had all my games, didn't have as many as I have now, I used to always think it would be so fun to have a board game Olympics contest type party, okay? Of course, now with all the games that I had, I was imagining this one big room with tables set up all through it and chairs at the tables, and one game, like little square card tables like this that I use sitting here, and one game set up on one table. And I would have to have as many tables as I had games. And I'm telling you, my games is like, I don't know, 40, 50, I don't know how many games I've got. I would need that many tables. This is what I always thought of back then. And I still think that would be cool and neat to do that. Alright, print out some sheets that is numbered, 1 to however many, and the name of the game beside it, and then out beside each game have a block to check that says 1 above it, W-O-N, a block to check that says lost above it, and another block. I would want another block, because I feel like, not all games, but I feel like there is some games that you don't just win, or the way you win, or maybe both, you have a score, a point score type thing that you keep up with. And so I feel like each one of those needs a block there for you to fill in what your score was. And so, and then also I thought, okay, it's a party, we're going to need food, like snack food, like finger foods, little sandwiches, chips and dips, and drinks and sweets, of course. I've got a big sweet tooth, even though I don't have a tooth in my mouth. Always have, and always love sweets, and now I can't have them. But anyway, I'm going crazy because I can't have them. Anyway, so, big party, invite a bunch of people over to where everybody is milling about and talking and eating the snacks, and they choose what game they want to play. They need to try. Everybody, the paper that's printed out, everybody will get one. And there'll be a blank at the top, and it says name by it, so they sign their name. And then they just look around at all the games. They choose what game they want to play. They sit down at it. Whoever else chooses that game sits down, and they play that game with those people. And they would have a separate scoring paper or pad for that game to actually, while they're playing, to keep everybody's score, When they have won that game, if they won it, they check by the game that they won. If they lost it, they check by the game that they lost. And then they put if they won, they would want to put their score in, I think. Not if they lost, And some of them may not even be that you would even need to put a score down on that printed out sheet that I would give everybody. Then they would get up, maybe go eat a little food, go to another game and play it. And do that till everybody rotated all through all of my games. Okay? This was all in my mind, what I was thinking about. This would be so fun if I could ever do this. And then at the end, once everybody has played every game, they would give me all their papers, and I would look, and I would have to count, add up, figure up who won the most games and who had the highest score, and give that person or them persons, however way that would turn out. I'm really not sure there how that would work. But have, they've got these trophy stores you can go to, and you can have trophies made and fixed up. So have a game trophy, a board game trophy fixed up to give the winner, of winning all those games. I have always dreamed of that. Back then I was dreaming it. I thought about it in Tennessee. I thought about it in Lacombe, Pearl River when we was in the trailer here. I think that would be so fun to do. Well, the first off main problem, as many games as I got, unless we used now, this just popped in my mind, Albert's shop, but yet right now it's cold in there, and in the summertime it would be hot in there, and it's dirty and filthy and dust everywhere, and he's not going to stop working to set up a bunch of tables and have games. So we don't have a building big enough. We don't have as many tables as we would need. And we wouldn't have really as many people to invite to have every table game filled up, playing all at the same time. That's what I was thinking. Every game had people, it was a square table. There was 4 chairs every game. And all 4 chairs is filled up with people at the same time in all games, playing and going, That's just what I dreamed about. I thought that would be so neat, so cool, so fun. Oh my word, I wished I could do that. I always have wished I could do that. So lately, I've been thinking about it. It's probably going to be another one of those ideas that never happen, especially since it involves family. Everything I dream up, ideal I get and come up with from my family to do never works out. Y'all just gotta understand. I know y'all bound to know by now. I probably grumble and gripe and complain about my family all the time on my videos, but it's how I feel. I feel like my family is so totally different from every other family in the whole wide world. My family is not, and when I say my family, I mean my husband, my girls, and me. Okay? We're not a close family. We might be closer than some, but we're not a close-knit family. We're not a loving family. we're not a family that gets along with each other. We can't talk to each other. We grumble and gripe and complain and fuss at each other all the time. That's how we love each other, I guess. So, and anything I ever come up with, it seems like it never works. They don't want to do it. They think it's stupid or silly or whatever. But anyway, and see, and I have to. It makes me feel better to talk about it and to say it. All the griping and complaining that I do about it, I do it because it helps me. I need to. I have to get it out. I'm sorry. I can't help how y'all feel about that, especially my other family. Some of my other family thinks I shouldn't do that so much or whatever, but it helps me. I'm sorry. So anyway, I was thinking, I wonder, see, right now in this house where I live, it's me, my husband, and my oldest daughter, Elizabeth. And it's going to be my oldest daughter, Elizabeth, for a long time, because she ain't never going to get in her house. But even if she does get in her house, you know. But I'm wondering if we could start something like that, just us three, with all of my games. And of course, right now they're all packed up. So whenever we could get them unpacked, but I do have a few here. So make the list with what I have here and go ahead and get started. What I'd love for us to do, which will definitely never happen, is to really and truly once a week, and I'd love for it to be a certain day every week, either on a Friday night or a Saturday night, that could be called our family game night. That we just, after supper, sit at the table together and play the game. But like I said, the way we don't get along, that's not going to happen. It's every once in a blue moon that we're all in a good mood with each other and can talk to each other. That's sad to say, it really is, but that's how my family is. So, whenever we could get together and agree, you know, and be the same level, whatever, play a game. Have that sheet that has all of them, and we play, and whoever wins, mark that they won. The ones that lost, mark that they lost, and do the score or whatever. Now, this, like I said, the way we are, this would take forever to get through all of my games. I'm going to talk to Albert and see if they would be willing to do something like this. Like I said, it probably never will, but anyways, I've got the ideal. It sounds fun in my mind. I want to share it with y'all, so that's what I'm doing. And I do plan to mention it to Albert and see if he would be willing to do that. So we'll see. But later, when we can get my games out, by then maybe we'll be through with what I have here in the house, and then we can move on to those. And then at the end, once all of my games are played by us, like I said, now, I don't know where a store is around here that you can fix up a trophy. I could probably get online and order one made. But I don't know how much that would cost. It'd probably be too high for us. Me not having money and the way my husband is with money. So that'll probably never happen. But I would love to be able to have a trophy to present to the person that won the most of all the games, like that. If I couldn't go that route, another reason why I want to share this with y'all, give me some ideals and ways that we could do this. And, how could I do for the winner? How and what could I do for the winner? Should I try to craft a trophy, say? You know, it wouldn't really be a real trophy, but make a crafted type something other than call it a trophy. You know, I don't know. My husband being a man, he don't like stuff like that, and it would just be to set up on a shelf, you know. It'd probably stay in my craft room even, but whatever. Now, if Elizabeth won it, and she was okay with it and liked it, she might want to take it to her room. So give me some ideas on what I should do there. And another thing is, should it just be me, Albert, and Elizabeth, or should I invite Katie and Marcus to come over on those nights to play these games with us and let them be part of it and involved with us? I would kind of like to do that too. The only problem there is an adorable, sweet, cute, little 2-year-old girl that goes by the name Gracie. Because she would be wanting to climb up on Granny in her lap. When Granny's around, she don't want to have nothing to do with Mommy or Daddy or Papa or Auntie. She wants Granny. She's going to be wanting to get involved in the game and play with us. She's going to be reaching and grabbing and getting the pieces, and that's going to mess up the game board and where people are at or whatever, you know. It's going to interrupt. You know, we'll have to pause playing the game to tend to her, see about her, check on her, maybe change a diaper, get her something to eat. You know, if she falls and gets hurt, baby her, kiss her, check on her, make she's, you know, all that kind of stuff, which would interrupt the game. I don't know how hard that would be, how hectic it would be. I don't know if it would be very fun. I don't know, you know. So, give me some ideas there. What do y'all think I should do? Involve Katie and Marcus or not involve Katie and Marcus? Give me some good ideas. The way I said of printing the paper, all the names of the games, numbered 1 to whatever, the 1 block, the lost block, should there be a score block? Do you think all games would have a score block? I don't know. Let me know. Give me any of your ideals, your opinions, your hints, your tips to make this better, okay? And let me know in the comments below. And I am, once y'all have watched this and answered, and I read them all, then I'm going to talk to Albert about it and see if he would be willing to do this. Once I know what I would do, that's one of the big main parts. What will I do for the winner at the end, the one that won all the games the most, or the most of the games, however you say it. I need to know something good enough that he... Now, my husband loves sports, and what I mean by that, he loves the football, he loves the... He don't love... Mostly football is his main one, but he does watch a few other sports. He likes wrestling. And so he likes the how do you say that word? Competitive part about that. So I feel like playing these games to be the one that wins the most to get a trophy, per se, or whatever it might be. I mean, if it was a real trophy, I think he would be all out for that. And I think this could be fun. I really wish I could get a real trophy. Or do some of y'all want to make up something to send to be a trophy for the winner or whatever? I don't know. Are any of y'all in a trophy making business? Maybe y'all donate one. You know, whatever. So just give me your ideals, opinions, hints, tips, all about this. And let me know in the comments below. I'd appreciate it. It sounds like fun. Like I said, it probably never happened the way my family is. And I'm going to be so sad and disappointed that it don't happen if it don't happen. But whatever, I can't do nothing about it. So anyway, that's all I'm saying. I'm not up here until next time. I'm going to lose.